As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UTEP Miners. And the Miners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Rush is on, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Miners, the offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room straight ahead. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Miners want to move quickly.
And how about this freshman getting involved again? Man, this is the guy that we talked about in the meetings coming into this game. To see a freshman flying around, getting in the backfield, making those tackles for losses, could he do it again? Can he continue to grow up? Palmer, this dude looks like he's going to be a problem despite his age.
For years to come, too. And the coaches told us leading into this one, we're just not used to freshmen having the kind of football IQ that this kid has. He just has a feel for the game. And you saw that the last time out. You're seeing it again here early. He can dissect things. He does such a good job reading the blocking schemes in front and knows where to fit. It's really remarkable to see how he plays beyond his age.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Colson. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Miners decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Plows his way ahead. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. It's complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Drops back on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. He's past the sticks. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete to the left. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into their happy place for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Rid of it on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Colson. Makes the grab. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out wide left, it's Gore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stop right there. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Colson. The short hands, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Now from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass to 6. He's loose. Touchdown!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Scanning the field, it's Colson. Holds on, it's Jones. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Hits inside, it's Jones. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Nice play to knock that one down.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires it incomplete.
In this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now on first down from the 30. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his man. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. They'll run the screen. Makes a man miss. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions. Back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Checking in with the Miners head coach at the half. Big injury news to report. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of this game. They do not know exactly what's going wrong, but it is an upper body injury. I've seen him trying to test.
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Dropping back, it's Colson. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
Run in the red zone, it's Jones. Stopped right there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. He wants to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Plows through the defense. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed up.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 40. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Sees an alley. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense puts a stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Moving the pocket, it's Colson. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Making his first move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the tight end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take, ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd and long here. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Got the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Gore. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't beat.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Jones. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Miners headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got his man to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Colson. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Look out! Right side, it's Henry.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Powers inside. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down here for the offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabs it in the middle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might as well run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Makes the grab in their space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Bring him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Deep in the end zone, it's Henry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Colson. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Makes a grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got the quick pass. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw again. Out wide right, it's Henry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We've just got to be smart with the clock management.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They're all over him. And down he goes as defense bringing the heat. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get in a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close